BronxManRich coming at y'all with another video. I already know the vibes. Salute to the battle rap community. Yo, Summer Madness is underway. Yunus versus Arsonal. This is the recap. Let's get it. Let's jump straight into it. Round one goes. Yunus. Yo, listen, Yunus is fire. Yunus deserves to battle on Summer Madness. He could rock a stage in the UK. Listen, let me tell y'all. He had a bus driver London bar. I guess it resonates with the locals. It was a local thing that I guess happened. I don't know. But I'm from hearing the bars and understanding life or whatever or whatever he's doing, I understood it was a local thing. So crowd went crazy for that. He had a Nipsey hustle bar. Nothing here in London after this. That was fire. He had an upper room, clips in front of you bar, a longest yard bar. Coming from London, 21 Savage bar. That was fire. A Ben Simmons bar. He had new school bars for Ars, y'all. This is the new school now. And Yunus said, I'm the leader. Yo, you feel me? That he had a chest bar in there. You feel fire. Yunus is fire. You feel what I'm saying? He has different pockets, different rhymes. Like, listen, Yunus is different from every other battle rapper on the come up right now. You feel me? It's real MC like. You feel me? Salute to Yunus. A crazy dope first round on Yunus, all right? He had good rhymes. Yo, lucky they called time too. Lucky they called time. Cause I know he had more, but I guess they had strict time limits here. You feel what I'm saying? Cause we're gonna talk about it in one of Ars's round. But they had strict time limits. Ars first round, he started. Hold on, let me pause this. Cause I am still watching it. You feel me? The stream is still on. Ars started with a rebuttal. You feel me? And I feel like, we don't really see Ars rebuttaling like that. I think it was because he just battled Jazz. Nonetheless, he did great in his battle, though. He did great in his battle, but, he just battled Jazz a week ago, and that was a big battle that he clearly won. So, he started with a rebuttal. So, he said, smack, put you on a plate. That was actually a rebuttal from his chest bar. So, he had a chest bar with a 2-liter, and, he couldn't handle it, but you was a plate. You feel what I'm saying? Fire. He had a Jazz bar. You feel me? He threw Jazz quicker than Uncle Phil. Then he did a little Fresh Prince scheme, and then he had a haymaker with a one wheel bar. He one wheel. That was fire. That was a haymaker for me. Fire by Ars. Ars really started this first round, matching wits with Yunus, who had a very good first round. All right, y'all. So he had a little choke. I ain't gonna front. He had a little choke. He came back with it. He did come back with it with a Capital One wallet bar. You feel me? It wasn't a major choke. It looked like he was gonna choke, but he caught it right there. You feel me? But I gotta take points off that. The stumbling, all of this. Who's more polished in the rounds? That's how you should judge battles. You feel what I'm saying? Who's more polished? You feel what I'm saying? So I looked at that. That little choke he did and the little stumbles he was doing, I took points off that. So, and it was a short round because they called time. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't fair. They had called time. Ars had more material, but at least they let him go. They let him kick the rest of his rhymes for the first round. But I still don't think it was enough to beat Yunus. I got Yunus 1-0 going to the second. All right, y'all? Yunus got that first for me. I feel like he was more polished. It was just more entertaining, more aggression. He just gave us more. Different pockets, more MC-like. You feel what I'm saying? Not saying Ars was an MC-like, but I feel like Yunus was more MC-like with the different pockets in his rhymes. Like, yo, he got that first round now. Listen. The second round goes, right, and he starts spitting with this flow. It was fire. It really shows that he's a rapper. Like, the way he started his second round off the gate, it wasn't no battle rap bars. It was straight lyricism. You feel me? Like, listen, shout out to Yunus. Yunus is definitely one of them. All right, so he said he saw 6, Arsenal's affiliated with the Crips. So he said he saw 6 and then saw 6 them. Fire. He saw 6 and then saw 6 them. Woo. Yo, Yunus, I'm telling you, Yunus is fire. He broke down our slogan that was fire too. He really the best up and coming, man. Before I keep going with the notes, he's really the best up and coming. Ain't nobody touching Yunus. He's top. He's top dog of the new class. He's really there, man. He's really him. I ain't gonna front. He had a LeBron father bar and the Adam and Eve bar. Fire, the fire way he set that up. Yo, listen. Yo, that second round by Yunus, man. Listen, man. Let's go to Ars second. Ars had, he had a three letterman bar, F and U bar, F and N, sorry, F and N bar, the snowman bar was fire. Wheelchair stand up guy. He was talking about his homie. That was fire. But I feel like Yunus clearly got the second. Yunus, that was the best round of the battle, I feel like. You feel what I'm saying? On both parties. Yunus second. He definitely cleared Ars in that second. I'm sorry. He got that second for me. You feel me? Third round, he flipped one of his Ars bars that he had versus Loso. This is the top of the third. He flipped one of his bars and said, "How you a Grape Street claiming 60?" You feel me? It was fire. Yunus really took his time with that scheme, and I enjoyed it. It was fire. He had to get jiggy with this bar that was fire. Called out Shotgun Suge. He called out Shotgun Suge. I feel like how Yunus rapped, that might be a body. I'm sorry, Suge. It might be a body. You feel what I'm saying? Yunus is different. Yunus is definitely different. But he did call out Shotgun Suge. That is a fact. And he says, "I use my hands. I'm a battle rapper." That was a fire bar too. Third round by Yunus. I really feel like all three rounds were flawless. I really enjoyed Yunus all three rounds. I really do think he's a dope MC and he got really good rhyming schemes and rhyming patterns. I really enjoyed it. To go to Arsonal's third, he had another freestyle, another rebuttal freestyle off the top. When he played Pinky now. He said, "I'm gonna be in the back of your head and say it again." Y'all feel me? If y'all saw Friday, y'all know what I'm talking about. So he had a rebuttal to that because Yunus, like I said, he had a Friday bar. Which one was it? Can't get jiggy with this. So I can't get jiggy with this. So then he rebutted it in the top of his third. So that was fire by Arsonal, showing his rebuttal game. But I feel like he did that because he just battled Jazz. You feel me? He had to throw some time in there with some bars. So he did a rebuttal to start that. That was fire though. Then he had a London scheme where he was naming London streets. The crowd went crazy. He had an African scheme, and I put that on my mama. That was fire. You feel what I'm saying? So he had two schemes, some rhymes in there. Third round debatable. You could say this is a gentleman's 30 for Yunus. I'm sorry. You could maybe debate the first and the third if you really like Arsonal's material over Yunus. But for me, it was 2-0 going to the third. You could maybe debate the first, but I got this at the 2-1 clear. Gentleman's 30 by Yunus, man. Salute to Yunus. Yunus is really on the come up, bro. And this wasn't a bad Arsonal. This definitely wasn't a bad Arsonal. Salute to Arsonal's material. But I just think Yunus showed more levels at a younger age than even Arsonal did. You feel what I'm saying? And to compete with Arsonal at the stage that Arsonal's in now, you got to give kudos to that. So, Gentleman's 30, 2-1 clear by Yunus, man. Get ready. I'm still recapping all these battles.